Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unless you're Helen Keller, I know you see the title, because today we will be reacting to Mother Freaking Peak-ish, 1,000 players simulate civilization, rich and the poors, the brokies. Looked at his last one about 2 weeks ago. Long as heck, but it was fire. It hit different indeed. For the people that said stop yapping, you don't know Ish, I know Ish. That's my guy. That's my bro. He confirmed it right here. My mom said hi, and I said tell her I'll be back over for Thanksgiving because her banana pudding is so freaking fire. It don't make sense.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to...
Why you ain't get me, Ish? I coulda. I'm not the best Minecrafter, but I feel like, you know, this has been a good little way to showcase my skills. I'm decent, right, chat?
Simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like
I'm gonna
in real
look for
life,
you. I'm gonna see if I can find you.
You remain dead forever.
Dang.
Now each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society.
Okay. Now we seen what happened when we built societies last time. You know, a lot of chaos, betrayal. Holy.
At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich green paradise,
The other one's a hellhole.
the other one,
Dang.
You're kidding me.
is a barren wasteland. It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands?
Oh, I know it's
or
gonna be
will there
hectic there.
war? What
Oh,
ended up
man.
happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say
We got
is
rockets?
pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to
I'm
you
talking about in it.
Simulation 4 1,000 player civilization experiment.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's get it.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel.
All right, bet.
All right, we got 1,000.
All right, hold on. Wait.
Discord server,
My bad.
and
Where
of
Wubba?
course, subscribe to my channel. All right,
Where you at, bro? Hope you weren't trolling me, man.
all right, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
I'm gonna look for you.
It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
That ain't bad. Now this is rough.
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. There's nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who
figure
chose
that out.
Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this
Yeah,
place.
this is
I
the
hate
freaking
this place.
slum.
Players realized
Yeah.
that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not only because it was
Mind you, in this limited resources too, you know it's gonna be some more violence, more chaos. They gonna be fighting for scraps.
empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome.
I hate that. That frost, I hate that.
And right next door, a massive
I hate
volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Wow, that's messed up.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people. Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was
That's
pretty
it?
big too. But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile,
Bro,
let's go over to Island
rage
2.
baiting, bro. Literal rage bait. Now this is nice. I can raise my kids here. The hell?
Hey guys.
Why don't they have, some of them feel like they don't really got clothes on. Put some clothes on.
Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Selling water? This is from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island
Everybody
2
is nice.
immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery,
Yes, I am.
and you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak.
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Yeah.
Hey, no. It's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want carrots.
I don't want your
want fair
carrots.
working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to
Get to
craft
work,
tools
boy.
that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps. You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's all chipper. Like when you in a nice environment like this on Skibbity, what could possibly go wrong? Like, how could this go from all nice and sweet to freaking what's eventually gonna happen? Like, you know, everybody got ample resources.
This. Yeah. Loaded.
Overall,
See, they got
the
diamond
people of
already?
Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future.
Yeah.
By the end of the first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are.
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
Yeah, one push, you gone, bro.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving.
Nice.
Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you could, what the frick? Why? Wait, is this a bread line?
God dang.
I also got word that there was a small
That's
group
kinda
of
sad.
people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Crazy.
Hello.
What the?
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the mafia.
This
The
was
mafia.
Lingolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were very simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, can we tell you
I like
a
that.
secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
Well, check
Hey,
back
you said you found some netherite, Linguini? Yo, I heard y'all found netherite. That's true. I would have been a freaking.
with these guys later, but in the
man.
meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Call Me Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very
like
different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
Want fair working
Nah,
conditions.
slaves.
How much even being paid to work up here?
Paid? You're getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first
Yeah, get to work,
conflict.
slaves.
What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition.
See, already issue.
Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
Dang, that look nice though. Okay.
Actually, 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very
Look like they're doing
ambitious
good.
and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most
Now, the problem is you can't just be going all willy-nilly and just taking over land. Y'all can have y'all own little land, but if y'all want to expand, y'all got to be a little diplomatic. Y'all can't be on no dictatorship. Y'all can't be like the mustache man. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Can't do that. All right? We can talk it out. No need for violence. People don't got to die. I got kids to go back to. Seriously.
beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on
Got a
Island
sword?
2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall,
Can't
by the
have
end
that.
of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days.
Day 2. All right, the left said
As
453.
players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Revy the Rats was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Does anyone? Knight, I need food. I'm dying.
Yo, Spoon.
Yeah.
I do have food. Your
Okay.
private, but
Oh, I need food.
Appreciate that.
God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now, this player, Spood, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people
gave away
started to
too much.
suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions.
That's not a
That
bad
is
idea,
until-
though. That's not a bad plan. What the? Wait, what?
He was trying to assassinate Spoon.
God, it's only been 2 days.
Spood had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him
What the
exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1.
Dang, aura farming. Got a little bit of clout. Okay. Clout farming.
People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spood
It's like that assassination attempt on Trump. Holy moly.
used this leverage to establish an empire named Westhelm.
That had to been planned. That whole thing had been planned.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
I like that.
Even though the people of Westhelm were still struggling with food
Heck
and
yeah.
resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead.
Hell yeah, put that on the pipe, bro.
It seemed like the people of Island 1 had
Yeah,
hope.
that's how you got to do it like that too. You got to let people know, hey, if you try to overthrow the king, this might happen to you. Put a head right on the stake. Just to get any type of dissension or anybody trying to come in and try to pull any type of assassination attempt, this is where you might end up on. No, this is where you will end up on. Facts.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon. Nearly killed by some dude.
Okay.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as Westhelm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do
Dang,
with
they
the
were
rest of the world.
fast.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find droves of iron and diamonds. But instead,
Ain't
they
found
only
nothing.
found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
Dang. Working for
This
nothing.
lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh, in fact, artists on Island 1
How do you
were
know that, though?
already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I
just survived an
assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me! I'm getting chased! Lego likes just take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was
you
becoming
kill
a
him?
pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put a hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
Right,
Then,
got to.
during our interview,
Yeah, you got to get them
wait,
gone.
who's coming out over here? There's some people coming out.
Those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really?
Why they got their swords
Linguini
up?
had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano.
These names are fire. I like these.
I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Linguini to do just that.
Okay.
Seneca and Linguini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
Okay.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Oh, crap.
The hell?
Guys, I think we're under attack.
God, they going in
For
deep.
some reason,
Pause.
the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear. We're not here to invade you, we promise.
Yeah, y'all rolling in
But I didn't do anything. I just
super deep.
I didn't do anything. The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Gus?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
But now, with a situation like that, where you see it could have possibly been something, you gotta up the armory. You gotta up the weapons, the armor, all that, bro. Because of what if they were trying to take over? Y'all would have had to ran off.
Here.
You need to up that military.
Now on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jophiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbie Land. What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh, God.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result,
that
nobody
made a little
really
too
wanted
dense.
to stay there.
Yeah.
Although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no
Hey,
roof.
hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command
That's
of
kinda
the
dangerous,
migrant
though.
group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north.
I mean, that's kind of dangerous. You in the dense freaking jungle like that. If somebody decide to come across and take just resources, you don't really have no defenses. You're cut. It's over.
Now, other than accidentally invading the Cass Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2.
I love the backstory and the lore.
innovators, The inventors. See, the reason
On the
3
spot,
Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island.
Smart.
He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about...
And somebody gonna mess it up, bro. That's how it always starts. It starts with a good heart. Somebody want to be a freaking dickhead.
world peace. But But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry.
And hungry for some more resources.
Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
I'm sure they... Nah, they said Island 1 are the better people, so they're they good, kind-hearted people. They would never invade, even though they have the limited resource. They would never do that. Come on, now. Why would you think that?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong.
Dang.
We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
So dramatic. W editing. This is the calm before the storm.
Day 2 came to an end. Tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next.
Day 3.
Back at Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Oh, the
freaking
the assassin.
What are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him.
So to be clear, Legolikes had a bounty on his head, and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this.
He was trying to get some protection. They ran him off the civilization. Meanwhile, pirates are some of the most unruly folks of the sea. You think you're gonna get some protection? No. You turn around, you stabbed. You're dead.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here. So this is everything you guys got, huh?
I ain't trusting no pirates. Like, come on, man. Yeah, like.
Ooh. They're boiling him. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Lego gone. Yeah, and it's like too, like how you gonna disrespect? You gonna come into the pirates' sanctuary, right? Their area, their safe haven, right? And you be like, man, ain't nothing here, man. Y'all don't got nothing in here. All y'all stuff is trash, and expect not to get killed by boiling water.
The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Legolikes, but there was a small problem.
Where the bounty at, though?
Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Legolikes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes. What we expect.
All right. Well, I'll go.
You guys let me talk.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spood was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Freestyle. That's crazy.
Emperor Spood had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spood left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the
Hey,
leader
Benji.
of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
For now. They're doing some good work here, though.
Look at these Elysium guys living in the
Oh,
water.
some work?
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to pufferfish? We need the pufferfish. Quick.
There it is.
All right.
We can kill it for leather!
Now back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the
cow
other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westhelm's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first,
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
see, there were a few civilizations
be hard.
not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the
But do we really want unity? We want chaos, bro. I want to see something go boom. I want to see disloyalty, traitors, destruction. That peace, love, and positivity, we can leave that for Logic. He's on that peace, love, and positivity. I want to see somebody die. Seriously.
Karasina pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Linguini Mafia. Oh yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for Mario.
Hello, it's
It's
me.
Lil-
Oh, mamma mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cult would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1. At first, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Really turn something to nothing. I mean, that is really impressive though. Like when you see like the type island that was on, and they had literally very low, scarce resources, and to build something out of it, that's impressive, man. Shows that craftsmanship, man. But all good things come to an end though. Hey! Yeah!
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth.
Yeah, blowed all that up.
They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving.
Good job.
We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weights as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Armin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has barely 5.
Yeah, a little bum.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition. Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Cass's spot is clean. If I was in this, I would probably go to Cass. I would have went to the Commonwealth, but they already got all their little situation. So Cass is cool. But at the same time, it do need some structure, right? Needs some rules for at the bare minimum, like the basics of the laws of society. 1. 2, we can't have no bum type of buildings messing up the look and the aesthetic of Cass's place. So if you just got a rinky-dink dirt house, you got to rebuild that, and if you don't rebuild it, we'll just kill you. Simple.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Hours because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
Oh, nice trap. Nice trap.
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations
Shouldn't
on
have tried
Island
to been
2 were
sneaky.
still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions,
that's
one of
nice.
them being an underground city.
Okay,
oh
fine.
my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually
Ain't that wrong with
a
that?
nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So, Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who
I
declined
get
was
that.
3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command, Flux. Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most
Good luck with
important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of
The Lone Ranger. Sad.
Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
Nah, you good, Sap. All my homies, they love
I
Sap.
think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Yes, all.
We at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here, here.
I can agree. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's a good start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
I mean,
I think Joe.
I mean, yeah, in a perfect world, but at the same time, you gonna get power. I mean, there's power hungry people on both sides, but when you, especially with some of the people from the trash bum island, they gonna see like, hold on, man, we had to struggle, and y'all had this nice island. I got all these resources, and y'all just giving me stuff that I feel like ain't enough. I feel like we deserve more, and then that's when the problems arise. Start getting a little greedy, start getting a little violent.
Feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you wanna send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons,
still
and they're
attack.
gonna use all of that against us.
Strengthened there.
He might have a point.
Hold
No,
on.
he kinda spit.
Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Look, there's a guy under the guy under the table. The guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead.
I would say-
Which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that,
I don't know.
we attack Island 1 first.
I say attack. Attack.
What's crazy, Joe Feel, is you leading all of us to our death.
Damn.
You have to
We
listen
can't
to me.
do that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
We can't do that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I want war. I'm with Flux.
Everyone, we can't fight.
Everybody pick up an axe, a sword, pick up a hoe. If you need to bring your hoe with you, and we're gonna use that to have a whole war. This World War III in this bit. We're going DEFCON 3 on Island, what was it, Island 2? The poor island, facts.
Let's just vote.
DEFCON 3 on those brokies.
Plan to treat Island 1
Yep.
as an enemy, say aye.
Aye. Dang. Tough crowd. I'm with Flux.
All in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Flux is like, bro, y'all don't even know what y'all doing. Y'all strengthening the ops. Holy.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
So you remember this
What
guy?
the heck?
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
That's fire. What the hell?
No resources to speak of. Except one tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoot, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He
fire.
believes that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
This is so freaking tough. What the hell?
Even though Emperor Spoot was a chaotic figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from Emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian.
Plebs.
And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished, will play a major role in West Helm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spoot was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a best representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
That's not a
You
joke.
want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, see how, yeah.
Benji and the
You
other
can say
leaders
it.
were concerned that Emperor Spoot is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spoot was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spoot on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Well, here we are.
This is fire. This is freaking. This is fire.
You're welcome.
Yeah, now he loving it. Glory to Wellstone. I can get behind that. I get behind that. Nice.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
Damn! Oh my God! That is fire! And I like how they got the design, how they got the little chain, the makeshift chains, and the. That's too tough. I can't believe I went crazy making that. That's crazy.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
Yeah. That's
Linguini,
extreme faith.
meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
Under the ground, like a Goombas.
Linguini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Let me tell you a little secret. We found some nether.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft.
Yeah.
Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Linguini Mafia and Infernus.
As long as nobody run their mouth and
Even
tell.
though Infernus didn't exactly like how Linguini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Linguini was unsatisfied. So
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm
Yeah.
not giving them anything.
Linguini didn't like how Infernus was
what it sound
basically
like.
forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return.
That's what that's
So
exactly what that sounds
he
like.
instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything.
Civil War. Yeah, 'cause
Linguini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that do sound one-sided though.
That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Linguini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout.
Ah, that's so
This
fire.
mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people, or?
Bro, he's in the perfect civilization. Bro, look grumpy. Bro, just looks mean, like a freaking dictator.
Or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
It's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's not for profit. Okay.
Seinfeld ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like "the lava is rising" just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he
Scare
made a
tactics.
legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Hello, Mr. Warden. Who don't woke that big boy up?
Meanwhile, the people
New
of
threat
Island
unlocked,
2
man.
had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As
Now
a
they got
result,
easy
3 Below
access.
Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
Dang, they ain't have to do my boy Flux like that.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friends.
Dang, now, do you guys think Flux is paranoid? Or he's just ahead of the curve, ahead of the game? Because it's like, the people on Island, okay, Island 1, I keep it mixed, the poor island. You know, they was making propaganda, right? But do I think they're going to attack? Maybe. I hope so. But I think what Flux is doing is not wrong. Having a bunker is extremely safe. It may seem a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but it's like it's just an extra precautionary step that he putting in place to ensure survival. I ain't mad at that.
Saps finished building.
Because you know how quick they flip on each
Despite
other.
all the chaos,
On here.
Seb still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable. But
What you mean by that?
And I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah. Loaded.
How long that's gonna
But
last?
just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Okay, Island 2 is the rich one. Wait, what's going on? GTS freaking transition. What's going on?
Jofiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Getting a little exercise. What? Oh,
Seraphim! What are you doing?
damn.
What? No way.
He trying to take
the
over?
second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What?
Everyone was confused about what caused this to
Holy
happen.
moly.
Jofiel.
The kill switch
Right.
got turned
After
on.
Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
Yeah, causing dispersion. I like that.
Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So
Why did he
for the
do that,
sake
though?
of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
So you go, oh, you going to the bunker. Wait, is it? Okay, I think he is. man. Day 5. 392 on the left side.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what?
Wait,
the
who?
leader of the wasn't the only place that would face tragedy.
Noble Bucket. Did we see Noble Bucket?
Oh, what? The leader of the Al Caracina Pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. All right, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Damn.
No, I think I'm dead.
Think. No, you are dead.
Oh my god.
I think
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we.
Nah, you gotta add a little sauce to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily just straight lie, but, you know, do a little fabricating. You know what I mean? Stretch the truth out a little bit. You know, the leader died after getting pushed by a certain member of the civil. You know what I mean? Gotta spice it up a little bit. Get some more views and more clicks.
Actually report the truth, unlike that bozo sidefall.
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested.
That is such a beautiful structure.
Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano.
Accidentally?
And this news spread all across the island.
Oh yeah, here we go. That's my netherite! No, it's mine!
This was a disaster for Infernus and the Lingualini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves.
It's always a yapper, bro. It's always.
Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus.
Yeah, hold on. You can't just be running up in my freaking spot, taking my netherite. That's mine. That's not yours. That's mine. I did not give you authorization to enter the premises. Real spell. We're gonna have a problem if you don't leave and vacate in about 0.3 seconds.
And
like, look, they all in my.
They confirmed there was netherite.
They all in my spot. It's mine. The frick?
Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine.
What?
But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca
She shouldn't have did
no.
that. Cause you let one of them do it, the rest of them gonna try to do it, bro.
We're saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Yeah, that's not theirs. It's mine.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not.
That's a skill issue.
Now with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
I don't like how you said the volcano people. What you mean by that? I said that with some hate. The volcano people. All right, don't be volcanic phobic. Volcano-phobic. I think that's how they say it.
Any fighting could break out. The Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
That's cool.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow so we can all talk this through peacefully.
Hell no!
We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
That's what I want, though. That's what I want.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jophiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation. The
Seem kind of empty.
But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well...
Assassinate.
Oh my god!
Dang.
Oh my god. Wolfram's dead.
What? We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Cass Coalition to complain to Cass directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted,
Yeah, that's
the Cass
crazy.
Coalition thrived.
Until we get
They did
invaders.
have their own problems.
And raiders.
Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting
paid?
paid?
He's out on work.
You hear this woman?
Probably
Earlier, One Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbie Land.
Party?
So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Cass Coalition.
Yeah.
He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer.
Slaves don't get freaking rights? What the hell? You thought you could just skip out on work and party? No, that's not how that work here, bro. You're mine. You're my property, bro.
To the ground.
Did he jump on purpose?
Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from SAPS' meeting.
Tragedy?
That said, every other major leader was now on their way.
He was a worthless slave. Ain't nothing to mourn.
As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting.
Flux.
Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quotes, important to tell me.
I like Flux.
Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
Right, right.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
Somebody gotta die.
What do you mean, has to go?
Axe to the neck.
Has to go.
Yeah.
Removed.
Killed. Assassinated.
Done waiting.
Yes, sir!
It's gonna happen today.
It's go time.
Alright, leaders, welcome. Thank you all for coming.
Yep.
We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way.
Seraphim?
I told Seraphim to kill Jofiel. What? And today, we will finish the job!
Yes, sir! So that's why he did it. Okay.
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
You know what's gonna happen
Something I
next.
didn't want to do.
But somebody had to do
Something that
it.
needs to be done.
Facts!
I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
Hell yeah!
Bring you to the table. If you agree with full KOS on Seraphim, please say aye.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know.
I don't care.
But we have no other choice.
I like that. I like this vibe.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofiel by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think
never
that's
that.
a thing?
Never that.
Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
No.
Well, part
I
of me
don't.
feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him.
Dang, they about to get him out the way.
But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, Would you?
I'm down. Yes, sir. Sarah. Good shit. Hang him. Saps ain't do nothing, but I'm here for the destruction. I love it. I love the game. I love the hustle. Hell yeah. It was a couple bodies dropping. Let the bodies hit the freaking floor. Simple. I'm with it. I'm with it. Yee! Grown man pushing 30, by the way. I'm with it. For real. Day 6. Dang, 382? Golly. Storm's starting to kick up.
It was a new day.
Yeah, that
and
peace.
Island 2 was in shock.
That peaceful stuff, that's over with. We done with that. We done with the 90s.
On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat.
That's fire. I ain't gonna lie, that is pretty fire though.
But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island.
Oh man, I love that.
The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Yes, sir!
After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
Dang.
We're in Tricolor. But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died,
Oh man, look at all those freaking cast them tombstones,
more
man.
people found out about how exactly.
Look at all them tombstones. Who I smoke, Shockwave, who I smoke. Come with leader now, I wonder. Facts. We gotta play that Who I Smoke. Yes, sir. What was that Lil Durk song? Freaking something adding up. Gas your homies and now I don't know. He just know he dead. He dead.
Their leaders died. Their
New op pack in the air is gas or what? Your leaders would have still been alive if you ain't gas them up. Facts. They would have still been alive if they would have just listened to me and Flux. But they want to be hard-headed. It's all good. We're going to put them in some freaking backwoods. Don't even worry about it.
anger wasn't
Don't even
really
worry about
toward
it.
Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps. And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap, a trap that happened to fit.
I ain't gonna lie, I like
perfectly
Saps,
into the
though.
design of
I like
the
Saps.
roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be.
But still, I want.
That's all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed.
Brutally.
While Flux got away with it all.
So sneaky. I like that. And they ore farming. Ore farming on them bums. Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm rocking with Flux. Got Sap. Cass is cool. I freaks with her. But yeah, I like this. Look at the aura, bro. This that solo leveling Jin Woo type aura, for real. This that Quaymax type aura, for real. Seriously. Hell yeah.
To betray one person to save thousands.
So tough.
Would you?
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7,
The border's gone.
border between the two islands will finally fall.
Game time. Time to clutch up. I'm about to put.
Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
I'm about to put up brawn numbers. Jordan numbers, for real. Anything that breathe, anything that walk, you're dead. Say goodbye. Quimix, no, please. I have a family. I have dead. Yep. Yep. Like that. Heck yeah.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up and up and up.
Did it fall back down?
Was never seen again.
That was cool. They actually made a working rocket, though.
Some new challenges for some of the civilizations.
I want to see that
example, at
Coliseum, though.
What is this?
In action.
What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
No! Come on! Don't jump! What on me?
What? I didn't do anything. I blame Ish. Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald.
Who?
The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Let's go!
Yeah, they got to get killed.
There they all go.
IRL.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was
That's good traction.
questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god, oh my god.
Wait.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Well, no. So Talkie, the one that took it.
What is he?
Loud ass keyboard.
Permanently closed. All food is now at. Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur?
Yes.
Anyway, on day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete.
It's legit. Good job, team.
What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No.
Yeah, we know.
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed, and that's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of
Oh my God, my
being a
camera.
little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one.
All prisoners are forced to be in the Coliseum, and Ish, you gotta drop some mobs in. Not only just the regular vanilla mobs, you gotta add some modded mobs, lions, tigers, bears, glizzy monsters, all that.
But coordinated secret revolution growing in West Helm with aims to
fighting against a big ass grizzly bear and only in a freaking leotard. Hell yeah.
overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsay Pi and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Coliseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo. Second in command down, but Ramsay Pi was immediately chased down by West Helm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
That was pretty quick.
With Ramsay Pi dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
Yeah, Spood might have to be nervous because they got to be because like he getting people out the way relatively quick on Skibidi. So the best thing he do, make sure he gets some good PvPers around him. He might be able to make it. You know what I'm saying? A nice little army.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me
will die.
Be executed in the name of West Helm. Glory to West Helm.
Glory to freaking West Helm. Yeah.
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
They got every right.
Weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with West Helm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus' job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
No.
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Facts.
Oh, wow. Now, Linguini,
Zamari.
Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano.
What?
This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Should we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
Nope.
Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Linguini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2-3 days.
I doubt it. No, that's sci-fi propaganda.
That's sci-fi
And so,
propaganda.
after even more discussion, West Helm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
I'm fine with that.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So, Linguini
W
made a
Seneca.
big announcement.
I like Linguini though.
A large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus, and we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Nah. I like Linguini though, but
Seneca's leaving? Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Linguini's betrayal.
oh man.
Wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
Music in here busting too. Holy moly. Hashtag hit different.
Saps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm rude. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island.
Yeah, he must not know about
he
the
also knew that the longer
underground.
he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no. Oh no. There we go.
Why was that so easy? Like, he's a leader. Why was that so easy to kill him? God damn. That was quick as hell.
Oh no. Oh no.
Damn.
To the world, this looks like yet another.
Everything is crumbling. I love it.
A senseless assassination, but to Flux, it was a strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid.
Flux people, they get busy. Holy, they get busy.
So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working.
Yes, sir.
Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Yeah, you got it.
I'll trade you armor.
You got to roll around like the president.
I just want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saporada to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
I like Sap.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
But no, I want Sap to die. I mean, I do want murder.
But first...
But Sap cool, though. He cool.
Why does it appear?
Why is it so blue?
Moving the warden up? No. No, they're not.
Yeah, get him up. Yep.
They're bringing it to the surface.
Yes, sir. Who doing that? W. Yo, I got a little friend coming up, man.
Rising lava? So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft.
I mean, he really a cool guy for real. If you really get to know him, though, you know, he really be, you know, as long as you don't mess with him, he a little, you know what I mean? He a little handicapped, but he chill for real. Just don't piss him off. Don't be too loud around him, or he start tripping. But other than that, you straight. Trust me.
Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic. The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
The War of the Warden. Ah!
Run!
He a little slow too, but you know, he cool. He alright. I'm talking about in there.
Unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations.
Hell yeah. Yep. They done took your fruit snacks, Warden. Go crazy. Bang! One more time.
Anyone gonna stop this?
Bang!
Until eventually it got to West Helm.
Yep.
But the West Helm army was ready.
Underground. Ready? Aim! Fire!
He hitting that bit. He hitting it. Ooh wee. Come on, Ward. You got this, bro. That's just a little pinch. Now they going crazy right now. Holy moly. Now they cooking right now. Look at him. Got range too.
Welcome to West Helm.
Why he going there? He must have wanted some food. He got stuck. Oh man. Why y'all celebrating? That's my guy. That was my guy. I know Remy ain't gonna like that though.
The defendant Saporada is accused of 7 counts of murder.
Dang.
Including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Al, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
Whole bunch of caskets. Killer!
Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor.
Speak your truth,
Saps
Sap.
constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor
I mean,
of
he
the
didn't
trap,
do it, but-
Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saporada.
Damn.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps.
Damn.
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Dang, he can't speak his
Then
piece?
It was time for the defense, for Saps to
Okay.
give the most important
What is that?
speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation
They
between
thought-
nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now,
It wasn't
I'm
me.
innocent. It wasn't me.
It do look crazy
the
though.
leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting.
Wait.
That area.
He's gonna.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose
And
them.
we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200. Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader,
Flux,
Fluxion.
my boy.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap.
Nah.
The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that rather interesting.
What about it?
The trap too.
Well,
Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps
Which was-
turned everyone against him.
He had it.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision.
Don't kill him though. I freaks with him. The only person I don't want dead is Flux, Saps, Cass. She could.
Judge Timebomb, find Saps.
I like Mario too.
Guilty on all counts. Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed.
No!
Immediately.
Nah, I like Saps. We can kill somebody else, not Saps. Damn. Bucket, bro. Bucket, bro. You got it. W parkour.
Ball damage.
Don't scare me like that. There we go. Yeah, you had to. They literally was about to kill him.
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me. No!
W, yes. Yes, King. Yes, yes. You're forever a fugitive, though. You gotta be on the run for life. For something he didn't even do for real.
You destroyed our island.
Saps, why did you do this?
My boy, he gonna figure this out, man. That's my guy. He gonna figure that out. 370? Golly. Deported?
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At
Showtime.
first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
This is Island 1?
Whoa.
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2.
Dang.
They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
You better stop.
Take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the two islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these two who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing! We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared.
Yeah, for how long?
It became very clear that
This just the honeymoon stage, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna really get into the meat and potatoes real soon.
Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
That said, at the beginning of day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's Netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had
Pun
legitimate
intended.
fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Caste Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Caste Coalition.
Yeah, we gotta put you on probation. Just to be safe, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a schizo. I'm not crazy. I'm not. But just, you know, from you a whole nother island, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta make sure you're good. So we're gonna put you on a little, maybe a day or two. See how your act is, you know what I mean? And then if you're, you know, a goody two-shoes, you're one of the good ones, full racial, we'll let you in.
That That said, the Cass Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles.
I feel like
trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth.
I feel like they're gonna get
Island
jealous
2 had entrusted
of
the
Cass.
Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for Saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill Saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work until one of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, we ain't trusting, bro.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out.
We gotta
here,
put
so
him
as
on
long as Spood
probation,
doesn't
too.
Find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't do anymore.
I know you're not a murderer, bro.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1.
Got foot soldiers. They gonna still try to find him at Island 1 though.
It wouldn't be so easy.
I'm assuming they don't have
had just dropped.
no
People were
mobs.
constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
Wait, which one is this? Then he gonna take the
bridge.
This thing kind of dangerous too, though, ain't it?
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Island 1.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was
Bowl of water, though.
unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Hello. Just get the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good here. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization
Oh, he's
on
straight.
Island 1.
Well, he in a better spot.
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission.
Now, would this be considered extortion? Because he sent out the invitation like, yo, like if I get a place to stay, I'll give you like 100, what's 64, what's that, 128 diamonds? That's like a freaking, a wannabe thug, right? A gang member, they want protection. But to get that protection, you got to give out, you know what I mean? You got to start paying a large amount. I feel like an unnecessary amount of like resource as far as like this money, you know, gets, you know, a shout out or something. Hope they ain't extorting the boy.
Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2.
We don't do extortion
Not to
shit.
accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Oh man.
Linguini betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingolini
taking all my
had moved
stuff
out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge.
Ashes.
They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby.
Dang.
Now,
Dang.
the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she'd let them mine for netherite before anyone else. But because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Dang, they built that up nice.
But over my grave, he will not be a part of it.
Damn.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Mamma mia.
Damn. I like Linguini. That's my guy. That's my guy.
The Covenant had massacred the Lingolini Mafia.
I like how he's Nah, now don't get it wrong. I still want people dead. I want bodies dropping. But Linguini, it kind of hurt a little bit. Real spill. I kind of liked them.
Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done.
Holy moly. Dang, it's getting wicked out here, bro.
Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really?
Clean.
Earlier today, Flux and his
clean.
crew had gotten their hands
What
on
armor
a
is that?
super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died.
Wait, the
Now,
Warden
of course,
dropped?
Flux had no idea that the
Every time I fought the Warden, it didn't drop nothing. Or it was either nothing or it dropped like one of the little shulk blocks. And I feel like for beating a strong mob like a Warden, I should be able to get like some really good loot. It don't gotta be like a lot, but like at least maybe like one or two like real good, maybe like a diamond or something. I feel like that's worth a diamond. Minimum.
It was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
That armor is
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't
tough.
seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If
How
anything,
you do
Saps'
that?
accusation only made people hate him more.
Kill that
especially
animal.
the people of Luminara, who weren't
God
happy that
damn.
Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill on site. We hunted him down the other day. We couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parrot, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
That probably wouldn't be a good idea.
No matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a
Nah, they weren't actually gonna do that looking at it now, but still. I still would have been with Flux. Okay, smooth little transition.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you.
That's a fact,
If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But but the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
That's not a crazy mindset. That's not crazy.
Stabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge.
Nervous.
They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who...
God.
They needed closure, and they were determined...
God damn. Rip, 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 rip. Please send these offerings for the dead. I was like, God dang. Unknown great person. Holy moly.
To kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1.
Oh man, they getting a little deal going. Strong as hell.
But on their way to the Westhelm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Chill.
Saps and his crew then entered the Capitol.
Put that
Can
down.
I speak to the glorious leader of Westhelm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Dang.
Ultimately, Spood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Spood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Alcaracina Pirates.
That's fire. That's Firefly. Look at the craftsmanship, though.
Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear.
What?
Well, about that. wherever.
Hell no, I'm not dropping all my freaking gear. So y'all can sneak and kill me? Hell no. Like, no.
What do you think is the safer option? At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something.
No.
I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly...
Need to leave?
What? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 second. You gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now on their
That
way
is a
back to
good
the
question. Why try to partner with the pirates? The pirates, they just go off of bread, and I ain't mad at it. I would probably do the same thing. I'm all about getting my money as well. But for Sap's situation, I don't think that was a good idea to go to the pirates. And the pirates, their only motivation and drive is money, and they'll do anything and everything for money. They would be the type to kill a newborn infant stomping on the pavement to get a massive bounty.
Covenant's Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We can go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own or like just... Here, I'll explain to you in a sec. Just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm
But
putting a lot of faith into you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now. Saps then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead.
That's a fire shot.
And so he ventured into the snow.
Damn, for something he didn't even really do for real.
And started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely won.
Yeah, he did destroy his image though. That. I thought he said that like he was about to kill himself.
In the tundra.
Dang.
Monuments for people to remember him by.
Wait.
And he planned to jump off.
Wait.
But he didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
I don't know about that. But you don't have to jump though. You don't gotta jump. Alright. We're gonna leave Flux out of this. I like Flux.
Welcome everyone. Today we have two
don't
new
ever
prisoners
do that.
who will fight to the death. Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dinosaur. Ready, set, fight!
Here they go.
Yeah, Remy got this.
What's that swing?
Wait, what is Ducky doing? What the? What the? We jumping now? That's crazy. Oh no, Remy won. Okay. Good job, Remy. Nah, they ain't saying nothing about jumping.
His duel in the Coliseum, and all of
The
his
hell?
crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself.
W
He was
expunction.
now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
Motion.
Now, it's been a busy
Motion.
few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different things. Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really
Dang.
know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They step that talk.
And so Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. His whole situation became a massive
Yeah, bro just
drama,
lost
and
it. He probably should have gave him up.
where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with West Helm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jovial's grave, and had stolen Jovial's head.
Can I wear this? Hey, Cass, I brought you a trophy.
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor.
I'm not gonna lie. You picking up a dead man's body to get his supplies? That's crazy. That is crazy. That's grounds for you know, really for death, honestly. Cause that's just a certain level of disrespect that you cross that you can't get back. Or respect you cross.
Color of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense.
But why? Why would he do that?
A lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who are now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who are mostly cheese merchants and call themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, but el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land,
I feel like Barbie Land gonna get going soon.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
Huh?
What? On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
That's good, strengthening your freaking kingdom. But I feel like Barbie Land gonna get going soon.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you.
Barbenheimer.
Meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps.
Nah, nobody touching
by
Saps.
day 8, Luminara had told all of the other
Damn,
nations
Ish
that Saps
married
had
me.
fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama, the murder of Lingolini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant.
Yeah, you
but
got to
was
do
finding
something
it
for that.
surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was
keep your
behind the
hands
attack,
clean.
she would be in big trouble. But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini Mafia.
Gotta get my jacket, it's cold.
Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus.
Oh my god. What happened to the audio? Come on, don't do that to me.
Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for
boy.
war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on Westhelm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support.
Yeah, we need
Spood
some
knew
more, man. We need more bodies
how to
dropped.
make the Commonwealth angry. He
Seriously.
invited back to the Westhelm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Sad.
Can we make a deal?
Holy.
We're running out of time.
Saps is back. And
They
Turntaps
killing
here
it with
too.
this music, though.
To Westhelm yesterday,
bad, my
Spood
bad.
had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
You can turn the sun away, paint the moon in blood.
Told y'all, my boy Sap is good, bro. He not getting touched, I promise. He already checked in with the Quaymeister.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge,
murdered all those people on Island 1? Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Fluxion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Linguini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
Right, after what happened last? I get that. Yeah, this is definitely a fire video. Y'all are right. This is better than the first one.
Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2.
You going
and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with Westhelm's military proposal, which
Add a little
was, if
validity.
any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I'm not even a part.
This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
Benji done.
I think he might.
I like that name,
As long as Saps
Benji.
agrees,
It's kind of cool.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few
Man.
of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
Trying to put these weapons to good use, bruh.
I have been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
Of course.
But
we're gonna hear you
as
after.
Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
What is that? What does that mean? That's vague. What is that?
Are we going to
corruption?
Listen,
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago.
What the... What is this? About 15 members of the Westhelm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions.
The hell?
Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
They're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in
Yeah,
that.
that's a good sign.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed,
Excuse me. You have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently
Scouts?
the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next like 5 minutes. I do not know.
What
are you talking?
Yeah, it's time to suit up.
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Knight Arcturus.
Oh shit.
Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
See why y'all gotta suit up for war? Now you got a reason why.
Other than we are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at.
Cap.
We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Cap.
Where are they going?
Is that it?
With their first plan failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
What's happening, guys? They're forming a shield wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone bail, bail.
The West Helm squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation.
That's crazy.
West Helm then went around searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth.
They ran him out the block.
Knight Arcturus was nowhere to be found.
The hell he at? He got an answer to the war crimes.
Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick? Yeah. You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. For what? Oh.
You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that
part of him?
Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
Because
You
Flux
go to
is part of
Showcase.
it. Yeah.
What do you think?
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Perion.
I'm on it.
I would say I gotta rectify this, but I like Flux, so y'all leave Flux alone. Seriously.
A citizen of the Cass Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some people, it did raise some questions.
Nah. My boy Flux, he good people, bro. No need no investigate. Dang, where did I put it at? Frick.
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is and who he can really trust.
Nah, I'm sure they good,
See,
bro.
Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions.
Superior
They were
freaking.
also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were
That is true,
ramping
though.
up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any
For how
hope
long,
for a
though?
Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own.
Damn, that look nice.
Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingolini.
How did they figure that out?
Why Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision.
War?
To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingolini's head.
Oh, snap. That are crazy. Walking around Linguini's head.
Let this be a lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Jeez.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Seneca, don't be playing, bro. She do not play.
A ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion,
If everyone is against them, then we are not going to.
Benji's dead. Benji's dead.
What? Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
What, a suicide?
Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingolini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingolini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the
Nah,
island.
y'all too deep in.
But he ended up seriously regretting this decision. So he told Daybreak Media
Dang.
everything. Exposed Infernus.
Ah.
And ended his life.
Damn. Seneca, you need to be worried.
Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernus.
Seneca, you need
about war. Maybe
you need to be sweating bullets right now and looking over your shoulders. All right? The beans have been spilled, just like Benji's guts.
a trial. Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus.
Dang, the whole
Now, when the
nation.
meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
I forgot about that.
We know about the assassinations, all right?
What? You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe.
This is an outrage against Luminara. I can't believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
Look, you were not leading, run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial?
You agree that what happened with the Commonwealth, we can never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember. We will not stand for this.
Flux is getting arrested by Tricolor.
Wait. What's he doing?
He's like stopping every few seconds.
We'll stop. Don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium
Game
and
lagging?
got to sail
What's
off
going
to
on?
Island 2 until...
Sneak! No!
Hey, what is this?
What?
What happened to the trial?
Flux is getting away? It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty.
Effing with this guy. 10,000 IQ play.
When Flux returned to Luminara,
Nah, he
his
good.
whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good play.
Yeah? We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat.
Dang.
You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way. Oh, that's tough.
What you mean?
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara.
Dang.
Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
Yeah, that boy Flux, he good. He good. He just like me for real, man. That's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yesterday, Ember Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempt to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Jovial's head in exchange for netherite.
That's so
Spoon
good.
accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
That's so foul.
Show us the head. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
That's
This
so
actually led to an alliance between West Helm and Tricolor, the first ever multi.
Bro thought he was gonna get a come up. Only thing that's about to come up is the freaking body on the ground, decaying, and maggots eating on it.
Island alliance and a strategic move by Spoon to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth.
Commonwealth
Spoon
done
also
fell
visited
off.
the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
Damn.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed TurnTap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that TurnTap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, Turntap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army, but the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason Turntap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Al-Qadisina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Yeah, that's how I was kind of confused why Sap
Anyway,
left.
now that Turntap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant
The first
forces,
time.
which Turntap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps.
Oh, no.
The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. And are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Criminal.
Did you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
My boy Sap ain't no criminal though. I promise you that.
We can put all of our fighting behind us. I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Night Arcturus.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
RT for Zaps. I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Dang, he about to sell
So
him?
you're saying you know where he is?
You might be bluffing though. You bluffing.
It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
we
he
don't
bluffing.
have him. We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then.
Really? Is that
He don't
so?
know. He don't know where
Why
he
would I
at.
lie?
So you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westham.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate. You expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist?
Right.
Is that really your offer?
Pod is spit.
He's
Spit.
not innocent.
Don't do it. Don't trade, Sap. Don't do that.
Alright.
What?
Get out.
Okay, there we go. Sap ain't going nowhere. I thought he was about to give him over. Appreciate that, OG. Appreciate that, Yeah, Sap ain't going no freaking way.
Soon, it would be time for the trial of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy. What? Sap's getting attacked.
Wait!
Oh no. Oh boy, Sap's getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus there in the area. We are worried about
They need to have Sap in a safe place, bro. We can't just have people just running down on Sap. We gotta have him in like in a secluded, secure spot.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
The trial hadn't even
I get
begun,
what
and
Seneca
things were already out of control.
is thinking, though.
Someone's setting up Dripstone.
Wait, who?
Oh!
Damn! Turn. Damn!
And like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Oh my God!
Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus Castle.
Oh man.
Both Infernus and the
Turn was
Covenant
needed.
were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Shmood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Shmood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Shmood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting.
Set
now,
up.
Of course, Shmood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
I'm down with that.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
Freaking trooper, bro. They probably gonna kill him though.
These guys are all waiting for something to
I ain't gonna lie. We're not gonna forget about you, Spot. Yep. Yes, sir. We storming it. We gonna storm it like the Capitol. Facts.
Wait, what? Where is everyone?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned.
The hell?
See, after Zekr's meeting with Shmood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him.
Damn.
Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated.
And so where they finna go?
So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all.
Wow.
Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
Wow. Love that shot. That's a fire shot.
Guys, welcome to Infernus.
Thank you, Seneca.
Dang, they just.
There are so many people.
That's not a bad idea, though.
Infernus is massive.
especially with all the netherite they got to, and then how they have their place set up. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party.
Happy birthday!
But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2
I've seen him somewhere. Hot Sauce B, I've seen him somewhere.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly. Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
That's cold.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
Dang. Cass calling for violence? That's how you know it's serious.
But you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Man.
I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle.
War.
We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
It's not gonna be that easy though.
Alright, first thing tomorrow.
It's not gonna be that easy though, sis. You know bodies are gonna drop. There will be some casualties. It's not, they're not gonna let you slip in, get Flux, and then head out. Nah. I mean, I don't want you to do that, because I like Flux. There's still a lot of people in here. The frick?
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, Three Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
Alright, let's go.
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all.
Not Flux, don't kill Flux though.
On the way, Cass stopped at Empyreon to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
The plan was simple. Empyreon would invade Luminara Luminara from the south, while the Cass Coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
That's actually a pretty good move. But I don't want my boy Flux dead though. I like Flux. After the 50th time.
Oh, they're here. They're here.
Dang, they just rested and no defense. Come on.
They're after him.
Run. Run. They can't catch you, bro.
Surrender. I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
Stop.
You were under the arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage.
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was He's our president. They're trying to arrest our president.
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
Don't speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
Dang.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until...
Good run, good run.
He's running.
It's trapped. Damn. I like that though. I like that.
People using a secret trap he had built the day before.
I like that.
This bought him just enough time to escape.
You block him behind.
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him.
That's
so
my boy.
When he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2.
That's my boy.
Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Conquistador HQ because no one is safe in Luminara anymore.
Holy. Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again.
Yeah, that boy too good, bro.
Or so he thought.
Huh? Excuse me?
I am so confused on what's happening right
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Wait, those the ones that fell through the trap. Holy.
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap? Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude.
Yeah.
I think Flux was behind everything. Shaps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth.
Dang.
Sap, how do you feel?
Finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had gone into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side.
Welcome home, Sap.
And now, instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, bro. This is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
Queen Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernus under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in.
Wow.
But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Today, we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all. Glory to West Helm!
Linguini! He was my brother!
My brother!
Everyone's brother!
Now Linguini was cooked. Linguini was cooked.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Yes, sir.
Alright, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
Man. Oh, this is gonna be big, bro.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go, everyone.
That's a lot of god dang. There we go. War time.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was
That was such a
framed
smart move, bro.
and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts. Yes!
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Thank you, Saps. Alright, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor.
Yeah, they literally
but
got
we
the high
have
ground.
numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing. Come on!
Man. Yo, Flux. Be on point. Be on point, my boy. Nah, this lag is crazy.
Make me all blind with your civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
I think there might be a problem.
Stink. Bruh. You don't see all that?
Living by the rules to which
No, I'm getting kind of hungry. Oh. My legs going to sleep too.
cannons keep provoking. Hundreds of thirst choking. Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eating away, telling us to stop and obey. To stop and obey.
Come on.
water on the lava, but the water still burns.
Boiling, bro. You gotta be careful, bro. Now, yeah, how are they gonna get up there?
Right now.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now.
Damn.
He's attacking from behind.
Pause. Man, I love it. I love all this violence.
Chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
On both sides.
Get down off our mountain.
They got it, they got it.
Okay. Dang. Remy the Red! Ah.
The final push, here we go.
Dang. Ha, this is so cool. This is so good. Dang. Okay. Come on. Don't let nobody leave. What's up, Flux? Wait, why the queen? Why Seneca? Why she don't got no netherite? She the motherfucking, she the queen bee. No Beyonce. What the frick? Damn! Somebody had to do it. Yeah, Flux is dead, I ain't gonna lie. I think Flux is dead. How? I ain't mad, but wait. He fell through? And Flux is good. What the hell? Bro, a little too good. Okay, he got a chin apple. Okay. Okay. Yeah, now bro's freaking.
No. Surely not.
How is he this good? There's no way. You slippery dog, you.
Hold on. Alright guys, let's go.
Definitely not coming in peace, bro. Actually, this is a fire idea.
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
I don't know about friend.
Let's make this a fair
You kind of,
fight, okay?
you know what I mean?
Flux.
Backstab.
Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
But it ends here. Oh man. I don't know which one to go for. I like both of them. I don't know. Holy. They going at it though. Man. I like they gave him a fair fight though. I respect it. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Good dodge, good dodge. Look, I'm gonna go with Flux. Damn. Ow. My homie Flux. What the fucks? Bro.
Saps had killed Flux.
Man.
And with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Man. Say you swear, bro. Days later, the aftermath. Dang. 129, 191?
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernus.
Yes, a lot of them.
Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces. But winning had come at a high cost. After the war, people across the world took time to mourn. After the war,
There's a lot of freaking caskets. Whoa, tombstones.
people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on. Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there are talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
In the corner of the crowded
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged.
Jesus.
As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
Bro, what the frick?
As a result, people across
Femboys on top. Bro, you know we can see this, right? We can see this, bro. Bruh.
Island 1 struggled after the war. Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life.
Man.
Elysium was fine, though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara. And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
Saps was in the last one, right? I think he was in the last one.
This brings back memories.
Dang, right with the spot they was about to kill him at.
It wasn't totally conflict-free. The
Granddad.
Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm.
I forgot about Arcturus.
It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end.
I should have had some food for this. I'm hungry.
I think there's some beauty in that.
Man. My name made no sense.
We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now. Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
Dang. Now he did deserve that though.
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only candidate?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3.
Huh?
1.
That's kind of cool. That's cool. That's cool.
So slowly lose control as emotions overflow, falling into
Rest in peace to the GOAT, man. For real. GOAT. GOAT. The rich and poor, thousand civilizations. I'm gonna let this play out. Great video, bro. When I say peak, this is some peak. When I say cinema, this was indeed some cinema. Holy guacamole. The first one we looked at was good. What was it? The 1,000 players build massive civilization Minecraft. That was really, really good on your life. But on my granny's soul, this was better. Yeah, it was just. I mean, what is there to say? Like, all aspects of this video was peak. Literally. I should have had me a nice little dish with a bowl of water. But nah, this was fire though. Fire. Been here for about 3 hours. Holy guacamole. Now I can't promise these long reactions frequently. Okay. But, and I usually don't do reactions these long. My attention span is ridiculously short. But this was fire enough to keep me throughout the hours. This is a banger. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Definitely link to Ish. Can't wait till come over Thanksgiving for that peach cobbler and what was it? The banana pudding. Y'all have a great day. I'm gonna catch you when I catch you. I need to get into these games. I almost forgot. I want to get into these games. The frick. But y'all have a good day. Come on.